give everyone a few minutes to get here while I adjust things. Hang on. I was listening to Joy read a little bit. Welcome to Friday Night Live, the WTF edition. That's what I'm calling it. I hope you had a decent day. Given all the the emotionality of today, wow. Come to think of it, I'm pouring myself a cup of tea. Come to think of it, hello. As I'm mentioning that it's a highly emotional day, I'm like, come to think of it, the full moon just hit at 6, hang on, I'll tell you exactly. I'm on Eastern time, I'm in Massachusetts. 6:08 p.m. So as I'm reflecting on what an emotional day it's been all around. Okay, you gotta figure out how to rest, right? Someone saying they couldn't sleep, the drama's playing in their mind. Well, here's the thing. Full moon in Cancer just hit about an hour ago. January 6, 2023, 2 years to the day that we had a violent insurrection. And let's just look at Sadhguru for a sec. All is well. This is why he's in my life. If you ever want to follow Sadhguru, he's all over the internet now. All over the internet. I told him he was going to be famous way back in the day. Anyway, so we need it. My point being, we need to figure out how to peace out. We need to figure out how to bring it down a few notches, because if we want peace, we have to be peaceful. That's how the energy works. We must preserve our democracy. I have a book, and I'm just going to show you this part of it, because YouTube's real weird about copyrights. A User's Guide to Democracy. Look up this book. I want to let you know that our Grassroots of Democracy group, we've just completed a full year. We are kicking off the year with a commitment to become more informed about how our democracy works. So, you know, we're kind of plugging along with what we do know, and we're going to read this and we're going to discuss it. So come to our Grassroots of Democracy meetings. You can find the way to sign up on my psychicannetdion.com. Excuse me while I kick my warm boots off. I'm in a building that I'm usually one of the only people occupying the office, but there was somebody here next door, and she must have cranked the heat up to 90 today. So I literally have the window wide open. And I had my fan on too, but fortunately she left. So anyway, I digress. Our Grassroots of Democracy meetings are no obligation, and you can just be there. You can be a fly on the wall. You can be a lurker. That's what they call them nowadays. You can lurk. But the most important thing is that we get over our sort of intimidation about being involved with our democracy. I know that it has been quite the 7 years. You know, if you're in America, you know what I'm talking about. It's been hard. It's been like, oh my God, when does it end? So, look at me, I'm sweating. So anyway, here's the thing. Fascism requires beating the people down until they want to give up. Thank you, Lisa Sharp, for putting my website up. Fascism involves beating the people down so they get discouraged and they stop participating. I'm going to say it one more time. Fascism requires beating the people down till they get so worn out and they get so frustrated that they quit being involved. We have the oldest, I think the oldest, don't quote me on that, democracy in the world. The one that has had the most success. And so we have to be involved in order to make it work. So we're going to look at the cards, and I know that my pendulum has been saying that Kevin McCarthy will not be Speaker of the House. One thing I have noticed about my pendulum is if what the thing I'm asking about, or the person I'm asking about, has very little substance, sometimes it gives me a no. And I referenced when I asked about Trump, is he going to have a particular rally like he was doing last year? If I asked, is he going to have that rally? And the pendulum swung no. I really, after that happened consistently, I took it to mean that the rally will not have any substance to it. And wow, she really was cranking that heat. Anyway, I'll get to it. I'm sorry, I'm just being distracted. So, we're going to take a look at the cards, and we're going to ask about Kevin McCarthy. This has been an absolute circus. The circus is more fun. We won't quit, Joan says. Where's my bell? We got a bell. We will not quit. We have not yet begun to fight. Yeah, but I'm talking about current day. I'm talking about current day. So, anyhow, don't mess with me tonight. It's a full moon. I'm going to ask about Kevin McCarthy. Wait, I need the rest of the deck. Let's change decks. Let me know how your day went. Say hello to everyone. Say hello to each other. Let me know how your day went. If you're in the United States, were you feeling it? Were you feeling all the... Okay, we'll read about McCarthy. Let's look at what... Well, this is what I get on McCarthy. McCarthy is so arrogant that he can't even... McCarthy is so arrogant he can't even conceptualize. Big night for America. Trump wrote. Okay. McCarthy can't even conceptualize losing. Just like Trump couldn't. So, you had to be at work at 3:45 a.m. I'm sorry. Carol had a good day. She had a very productive day. Another narcissist. Can you believe it? Be grateful. My impression on today was chaos and the inability to understand why their tactics are a total fail. Well, their tactics... Oh, Ireland's here. Welcome. I should go to Ireland someday. Everyone send Donna Luna some light. Her last name literally means light. Send her some light. She was depressed. So, yeah, a narcissist. Kevin McCarthy is a narcissist. We have got a lot of narcissism, and that's food for a sociology study, isn't it? Why do we have so many narcissists? And I think we really do have more narcissists than ever in our population. So, with Kevin McCarthy, let me see, it's quickly going to come to an end. Is the vote going to be, is it going to be decided tonight? Is the vote going to be decided tonight? Oh, it's not going to tell me. Oh well. Quirky pendulum. So yeah, be grateful is commenting on the spectacle that is not even over, because they're going back at 10 and it's 7:20 right now where I am. We have a lot of sociopaths. We have too many people that are all in it for themselves, and we have too many people that did not get involved in our democracy, and we're not to blame as individuals. What's really to blame is the lack of getting people, like an uninformed public is a public that you can control. So this tactic is as old as human civilization. If you keep the people uninformed, like remember when Trump said, "I love the uneducated." He literally was at a rally when he was running for president. One of the two times, I think it was the first time, and he said, "I love the uneducated. We love the uneducated." You thought they already picked some dude that was an independent? Not really sure who you mean. Can we replace our politicians with AI technology? We wouldn't want that. AI technology is emotionless. Six of Swords. Here's what I'm getting. Kevin McCarthy is feeling like he's going to quickly come to a victory. That's how Kevin McCarthy is feeling right now. Like, this is how he's feeling. He feels like he's going to quickly come to a victory. The reason this is happening is so that we all see what's happening. And I mean, that's what the guides are telling me, is the reason that we're observing this total spectacle circus is because, from a divine perspective, we're supposed to see in full living color what's going on, which is interesting to me because when January 6, 2021 occurred, when the insurrection happened, it wasn't lost on me, and I've mentioned this to many people here, that it was on the Christian calendar, January 6th is the Epiphany, the little Christmas. An epiphany literally means like an epiphany, like look, like being able to see, being able to see the truth, right? So traditionally it's when like the three wise men showed up and saw the baby Jesus. Okay, let's not get all negative, okay? We're here to lift each other up. See? We made Donna Luna feel better, and her last name means moon. Are you a Cancer? Are you the sign of Cancer? Today would be hard for the sign of Cancer because it's a very sensitive sign. What's the topic for today's YouTube show? It's the news. It's Friday Night Live, right? This is like a bad on-stage comedy, and somebody should have had that. Yeah, I know, but here, from a divine perspective, we're supposed to see what's going on. We are supposed to see what's going on. We are, as a human society, we are supposed to be seeing what's going on. Because there's some kind of a truth. Oh yeah, we've had some pretty good laughs watching the spectacle, but we need comic relief. Even Shakespeare in his tragedies always had comic relief. We're in this together, we get through things together, and we're stronger together. So the sun is, watch the whole thing. Yeah, we were blindsided. Watch the whole thing. But if we had been informed about how our government worked, and if we all got on a collective level years ago that democracy is a participatory sport, we have to participate, it's not a spectator sport, we wouldn't be going through this, but this is the way that we get to, we're not going to not pay attention anymore. And we're praying that it's not too late. I mean, like, January 6th, we didn't lose our democracy, but they're still chipping away at it, those Republicans. So the Six of Swords is indicating Kevin McCarthy was involved in the insurrection, and it will come to light. And I like your comments. Be grateful is saying this is probably something every generation has to relearn. That is absolutely true. That's a very true statement. And if you don't see it, you can't change it. We have some very wise people in the chat, as usual. So Maria's doing better. Your ascendant is in Cancer. So, I started out this video saying that today has been a highly emotional day, and then all of a sudden it was like, boing, the full moon is in Cancer to boot. This is a show that it's PNN, so we talk about the news. Thank you, cat lovers. We talk about the news. That's right. It's a psychic news network. If you'd like personal questions answered, you definitely want to book a reading with me, because I've been doing readings for decades and I get a lot of information. Yeah, McCarthy was involved in the insurrection, and I can say for entertainment purposes only, but I think that's factual by now. The guides always showed me Kevin McCarthy giving insurrectionists a tour on January 5th, and then when that guy Loudermilk, do you remember that? I think his name is Barry Loudermilk. He's a Republican. He's an insurrectionist. There's video of him giving, epiphany to be enlightened. That's a good interpretation. Did you Wikipedia that? When that Loudermilk Republican, that guy named Loudermilk, was there's surveillance video of him giving insurrectionists a tour. I had always seen in my mind's eye Kevin McCarthy giving the insurrectionists a tour on January 5th. So let me just ask, was I actually seeing Loudermilk? No, I was seeing McCarthy. I think that the surveillance video of McCarthy giving the insurrectionists a tour, I'm not sure if it's obvious in the video. Yeah, but that's what I saw Kevin McCarthy doing. So as I was like we're looking at our democracy like crumbling. They can't even get a Speaker of the House, and they're holding him hostage. Let's be real. They're holding Kevin McCarthy hostage because they won't vote for him unless they're playing on his lust for power and his need for power. They're playing on his narcissism. So it's kind of like it feels like damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's how we're feeling now. Because do we want him to get in, and then somebody like, not that Matt Gaetz would be a speaker, but do we want Kevin McCarthy to get in with all the concessions that he's made to pretty much sell out our government? Do we want that? Or do we want somebody else? This is the shadow. Yes, we're looking at our shadow. As much as we hate to look at it, the United States of America has not exactly been a saintly country. He won't last long, and let's just see. Let's ask. Is Kevin McCarthy going to win Speaker of the House tonight? And my pendulum is consistently saying no. I can't argue with that. So you're praying he doesn't get in, right? But what's the next best thing? We're going to look. If he doesn't get in, he's banking on getting in. Kevin McCarthy is banking on getting in. Oh, I bet there's a beautiful Florida full moon. I bet it's nice. What's the alternative? That's kind of what we're asking now. Well, the truth is going to come out. Now, what I did today was I sent an email out to my 20 on Tuesdays group. Yeah, definitely book a session. Psychic@dion.com. Lisa Sharp keeps putting it up there. The Page of Swords is a sword of truth. So when I sent out an email to my 20 on Tuesdays visualization group, we meet every Tuesday night and do a 20-minute meditation on visualizing a healed America. I sent out an additional email to the group today, and you can email me AnnetteDion7@gmail.com if you'd like to receive a copy of that. And it was asking people to visualize Archangel Michael with his sword and shield, and his sword cuts away the darkness. So we have Archangel Michael on it. The Knight of Swords. Okay, this is this is about justice. This is about, while all this chaos is going on. We're looking at it in real time. We're freaking out. They have pretty much put our entire government on, on hold. And there are things that need to happen. Light. Joan is putting all those candles up. So things that need to happen. I mean, face it, this government of 350 million people, we have a lot of people in America that need to be kind of, involved and taken care of in so many ways. So what's happening is we're watching it in complete dysfunction, and it's horrifying. I mean, January 6, 2021 is horrifying, and this is horrifying because we see that nothing's really seemed to get better. Like, we didn't get rid of the nasties. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is showing me that even though this horribleness is going on, we haven't seen the next chapter. And the next chapter is justice. And the Queen of Pentacles is indicating that the goal that the DOJ has is to hold these people accountable. And the Queen of Pentacles kind of makes me feel like, think about Donald Trump's tax evasion and Letitia James. That might be the first thing that we hear the most about. Is it the tax evasion that we're going to hear the most about first thing? Yeah, it doesn't, it's like the first major thing that we're going to hear about. Make sense? I'm trying to get the lighting right. Okay. So, I feel that Kevin McCarthy tonight will fall short. He's managing to gain votes, but the way he's gaining the votes is by conceding even more. What did Glenn say that I have to read? He's always saying so. Weasels are as weasels do. He's always got a doozy. Praying for justice. Yes, praying for justice. What are you saying about Liz Cheney? Someone said Liz Cheney, she would protect our democracy, but it's a Cheney. She'd protect our democracy. It'd be fine with me, but what they called her, like, they got rid of her for not lying, for not being into the lie. I like that you're all praying. Pray. It does work. And my email that I sent, and Joan knows, Joan got it. Probably a few of you got the email that I sent. If you're on the 20 on Tuesdays email list, I sent an email with suggestions, actually strong suggestions, to please visualize. Yeah, but we need a Cheney that will protect democracy. This is not about political party right now. So yeah, I wanted us to visualize white light, and Kevin McCarthy, it feels like tonight he won't get it to. It looks like it's going to get closer. Yeah, check your email. If you come to the 20 on Tuesdays, and definitely check your promotional or your spam, because it ends up in there quite a lot. Let's see. Let me just ask. Because people are mentioning Cheney. Oh, good, Susan. I'm glad you got the email. Would Liz Cheney be up for Speaker of the House? I'm getting a no on that. You can skip tonight's vote. Yeah, weren't you feeling like these elections, I mean, it's just hanging on the edge of your seat, and oh my God, if he gets elected, then let's take a look at what's going to happen with Jack Smith now on board more directly. And they hired a couple more prosecutors too. We're going to choose 3 cards, and then I'm probably going to switch to a different deck. Just to switch it up. Jack Smith, the Knight of Wands. He's gathering all the information. He's really looking at it. 5 of Pentacles. He's looking at how damaged our democracy is. This is about Jack Smith. I feel like Jack Smith is going to... there's some questioning of a female that they're getting information from. Feels like a witness right now. It just feels like they're focused on a female witness to the January 6th insurrection. So I'm seeing them, Jack Smith, doing a lot of questioning. The Five of Pentacles means this country is really, 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 really broken right now. What are you guys laughing about? The Trump will be put forward instead of Kevin, and they all voted for him. The final end of the coup. We keep it positive. Jack Smith is hot. He's married. You can still be hot and be married, right? McCarthy is hoping some of the people won't show, and that will lower the number he'll need to win. Is that how that works? See? This is what we have to kind of study up on. Oh yeah, Jack Smith, he's a no-nonsense and fearless human. And he's also a triathlete. So you know what? People that run triathlons, that do triathlons, let me tell you, from racing, I road raced quite a lot in my life, and there's a mindset. There's a mindset. Thank you, Lisa. You can comment on our politics even though you're in Canada. It's fine. We're kind of interested to know what you think, and you're such a great participant in the chat, so we love it. So here's the thing. If you're a racer, if you do triathlons, you have this ability to really be focused. Yeah, for many years. I won a lot. I didn't win, I went in my age group a lot. So Deb, here's the Deb is saying it's insane they remove metal detectors in the house. I heard a couple different versions of that story. I heard that they were talking about it, but it hadn't happened yet, so. You just read Gaetz said he will resign if a moderate Republican is elected. I actually picked up on a moderate Republican a few weeks ago. I picked up, the guides were saying Kevin McCarthy would not win Speaker, and then I was asking, well, what will happen? And it said that they would picks a moderate. Yeah, Manny is saying it drives you to excel in other areas of life. Yeah, what I was referencing is it really drives you to be really focused on the goal at hand, right? You gotta be really focused on the finish line and in the moment at the same time. What I learned from running road races. I'd like to do that again. COVID kind of shut all that down. So, yeah, it's okay if you're lurking. Some people are like, oh, I never say anything. Yeah, it's okay to lurk. We all lurk. We're all lurkers on the YouTube channels, right? It's, maybe not all the time, but often. Because some people just don't, some people just want to stay kind of, private. Okay, I wasn't asking a question, but feel free to put your questions up. I'm going to ask how Trump is doing, but I think I'm going to switch decks so we get a little bit more detail in the cards. Each congressperson says they will resign until they don't. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I want to just grab a different deck. Hang on. I'm still here doing that. And getting some sage. Just because it's here. It's Friday night, we should all be dancing. We should be dancing, yeah. Can you believe the holidays are over? Went really fast. I have been mentioning to several people, you should be dancing. Is that the Bee Gees? You'd really like to know if Josh Hawley, it's Hawley. You didn't finish your question. Lori brought a guest. Lovely. Maybe you two can dance around the living room. Okay. I did see a moderate being considered. So I was surprised when they were throwing out names of real extremists. Is it the Bee Gees? Thank you. That's what the guides are telling me to sing that song. We should be dancing. Donald Trump. Lordy, lordy. I don't know if I have it, but there was a picture. That's a good question, and I'll ask if they're going to come back only to adjourn again. Somebody's asking that. There was a picture. I don't know if it made it to my phone. Not sure, but it was Trump. It didn't make it to my phone. It's on the iPad that I'm on right now. It was a picture of Trump with his tongue sticking out, photoshopped, and like holding his stomach, and he was sitting behind Biden. This is a Photoshop picture that Trump posted. And he was sitting behind Joe Biden giving the State of the Union in this Photoshopped photo that Trump posted on Truth Social. And he was looking like he was like throwing up. I'm telling you, he has the consciousness of a third grader, and that's an insult to third graders. Trump. Gonzo. Gonzo, gonzo. Hang on. I'm going to read on him in 1 second. I just feel like lighting sage because it's, it's a full moon and gotta get those, sage bundles going. It is the Bee Gees. I think there's only one of them. Which one is left? The two are deceased. Which one is left? Cleansing the energy. Okay, so Trump. I've been talking on this channel recently about this time of year is hard for a lot of people. So if you know somebody, I gave this to Corey, and then he was like, I don't have any place to put it, so I ended up with it. It was kind of a joke. Hang on, I'm reading on Trump right now. I was just saying that there are a lot of people that really struggle this time of year, whether it's seasonal affective disorder, whether it's just all the stress that's going on in this country, whether it's memories of lost ones during COVID, whatever it is. If you know somebody who's probably having a rough time, please reach out. It's so important. So important. You don't want to be worried, you just reach out. Just say, hi, I was thinking of you. How's it going? You don't even have to make a big deal out of, are you having a hard time? In fact, don't. Just I don't know. I'm saying that for somebody. Yeah, I'm saying that somebody needs to hear that. So I just want to... Everybody get out your sage! I have a great idea. Staying alive, okay. We're just talking about this song I was singing. It was 4:30 and it was still light. Oh yeah, it was really the past few days. The sun never came out. Well, it came out, but we couldn't see it because it's been like cave weather, very rainy. I did go for a walk today. It was really nice before it started pouring. Had to get out there, Just got to get out there. Hi, Daryl. So this is about Trump. The sun's come up twice around the Republicans. So big beautiful full moon I'm hearing. Christina, you've been alone for years. There's no way you can be alone. We're all connected. It's just not possible. Chuck is here with the great quotes. In the conventional wisdom of conservatives, the modern search for security is regularly billed as the greatest single threat to economic progress. Yeah, selfishness. I know. Did you hear me say I bought this for Corey? Kind of as a joke. He said he didn't have any place to put it. Oh, Corey. By the way, if you want to catch our show from Wednesday night, it's on Bridge Cape Ann. It's always a hoot. It's always a hoot, and it's always way too long. I can never watch it. It's just too long. So the truth is coming for Trump. The sun is illuminating the situation. So that's twice around the Republicans. I'm getting, it's going to be right in our faces. We're going to see it in full living color, and it's undeniable. The Ace of Wands is how much information there is about Trump. It's a book. The guy just showed me, it's like a big thick book. Like, you remember the old-fashioned dictionaries at the library, or in the maybe in the classroom? The old-fashioned dictionaries. It's like a big book of Trump crimes. Huge. I'm using the Llewellyn deck. Sorry, I usually mention it. For some reason when I come on live, I just feel like you've all been here before and we all know each other and we all know all the stories. But it's the Llewellyn Tarot. Judges advancing Trump's case in New York. Yeah. It's all being illuminated. The sun card wouldn't come up that much unless it was really being illuminated. By the way, if you have your eye on the news, I know they're not convening again until 10 p.m. Are they gonna convene only to adjourn tonight? An encyclopedia? No, I was referring to a dictionary. So right now I'm asking if when they go back to the House floor, are they only going to be meeting to adjourn? And it says no. Christinia, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Send her some light. She's feeling alone. That's what I'm talking about. Are they going to, is Kevin McCarthy going to get the votes that he needs tonight? I'll ask it that way. Is Kevin McCarthy going to get the votes that he needs tonight? I don't think it said yes once, and I've asked numerous times. More than 10. What'd you guys ask me? Ben Franklin. We also have to call in our ancestors. Is he going to be punished? I lost track. Are you asking about Trump? That's all. That's all your. I mean, that's a low bar. Is he going to be punished? That's a low bar. But I'll ask. Is Trump going to be punished? I mean, we don't want the bad Trump. Oh, bad Trump. We don't want that. That's not okay. Oh, it finally cooled down in here. I had to turn the fan on. My crazy neighbor, she must have been freezing, and she didn't think about the other people in the building. The death card. Yes, he's going to be punished. A burden for the man who thinks he's the emperor. Big burden, big burden, big burden to hold up this idea that he's the emperor, because the emperor really is naked. He has no clothes. I've seen every single time house arrest. If you're new, I've seen every single time house arrest. He'll probably end up leaving. What do you mean? Trump is going to end up leaving? I definitely got the death card on that. Is it going to be house arrest for Trump? I always get yes on house arrest. So that's arrest. Is it only house arrest because of health problems? Yeah, I already asked about that, trying to get out of here, and I always get no that he's not going to be. I mean, trying to get out of here. That infers that he's trying, but I've never seen him able to just leave the country. Aw, see, Christinia, probably saying that wrong, is feeling better already. It happens all the time. Is it going to be only house arrest and not actual prison because of health concerns? Yeah, but I don't think he'll be able to go out and golf. House arrest at Mar-a-Lago? No. House arrest at a Trump property? Yet to be determined. Is he going to be hospitalized? Is Trump going to be hospitalized around the time that he's prosecuted? I get yes. I get yes. If you've seen pictures, oh, okay. Would it be a military base? I got yes. No, he doesn't own Mar-a-Lago. No. Trump is flat broke. Don't let him kid you. Don't let him kid you. By the way, hit the thumbs up if you can. It's a small price to pay. I appreciate it. You know you're loved. Oh, well, you are. This is a loving group. A remote military base. Somebody's saying remote military base. Let's see. Gitmo? Well, and I did read on this before, and I saw Trump, and I was very confused because I felt like I didn't know enough about this. I felt like Trump would end up under house arrest, and then when I asked the pendulum, this is a couple weeks ago, was it going to be, I think I asked if it was going to be at his house, and I got that it was going to be like a military hospital, and I was like saying, is there such a thing as a military hospital, Area 51? You had me there for a second. I don't think it's Area 51 with the aliens. Okay. Tell us more about Trump under house arrest. It wanted to give me a bunch of cards. Very, very, very feeling very unfairly treated. Well, that's Trump. He thinks that he's always being treated unfairly. It's going to be challenging all around. The Queen of Swords, Letitia James, the Page of Swords. This reminds me of Jack Smith, and the Hangman of Surrender. Yes. Yes. What about Leavenworth in Kansas? I like Area 51 too. Yeah, they can just keep him inside that spaceship. Being a psychic, every time a new president is entering the White House and being briefed for years now. Like, I think it started with Clinton or George W. right around that time. Every time a new president entered the White House, I saw him being briefed by the military about the UFOs. You all want him to be... Yeah, but Glenn, I'm talking about being... Glenn saying that's Walter Reed is where they go for, hospitalization treatment. But I'm seeing a hospitalization, but it would be a prison. You want to see the prep walk? I wonder if his family would be able to visit him. Will his family be able to visit him? They might be in prison too. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, commercial break. I don't know what a perp walk means. I don't know what that means. Can you fill me in? I don't usually miss out on the jokes, but anyway. Tomorrow I start my Saturdays in January series classes each week that are based on the law of attraction. How to have, military prison is what I was picking up on. Joanne. Is it Joanne? Yeah. I was picking up on a military prison, but a military prison kind of hospital. So, every single Saturday I'm having a class that's based on the law of attraction, and tomorrow our class is on the law of attraction, what it is and how to use it. Walking the plank. I never heard it called that. I just have heard it. I have a couple different opinions of what that means. I'd like to see his presidency stricken from the record. Lisa Sharp says, the Canadians care. We appreciate that. Let's take a look at Matt Gaetz, shall we? I didn't really get a straight answer on whether his kids would. I don't think they would visit him. I think they would just leave. There's no love in that family. Just materialism. Matt Gaetz. What's up with little Maddie? Why is he not in prison? That's a question. Yes, is there such a thing as a military/hospital prison? Because that's what I kept seeing, but I don't know if there's such a thing. But the cards definitely said a military prison that's a hospital. Okay. There's an infirmary in the prison, but do they actually keep the prisoners there? At Leavenworth, Kansas. You guys are really enlightening me. Matt Gaetz. I don't see his kids coming. I don't see Trump's kids coming to visit him when he's in some kind of prison situation. Matt Gaetz is holding on to secrets. That's why he's acting so heinous. You know, it's like, speaking of doing a little dance, Matt Gaetz is just doing a little dance. I won't sing the rest. Because he has secrets. And so Matt Gaetz making such a spectacle of himself because he's actually nervous. Because he knows that Jack Smith has the dirt on him. They will have their own legal issues. Trump's kids will have their own legal issues. That's true. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. There's a lot. The DOJ has a lot on Matt Gaetz. So. Yeah, but Joe G., if you get sent to a military prison, can you, like for instance, is there a mental hospital in the military prison? That's really the question. I'm still not getting the answer to my question. Is there a military prison with a section for the mentally ill? We'll put it that way. Gaetz and Bober, was I picking up on that? Maybe. There's a lot of dirt. I mean, well, this is what they're doing. I mean, it's obvious. They're asking Kevin, they're telling Kevin, behind closed doors, I get that they're, you know, the troublemakers, the ones that are holding our government hostage. 2 years later, they're still holding our government hostage. What they want to do is get Kevin McCarthy to disassemble the DOJ, right? So, thank you. Finally, somebody answered my question. SHU, it's called SHU, Special Handling Unit. What I was asking was, because I keep on picking up on Trump being under kind of a house arrest, but it feels like it's prison, but it feels like a hospital. He'd be evaluated at Walter Reed. Okay. So, this is what I want to, okay, so everyone's got some pretty good ideas of where Trump might go. So I think we're narrowing it down. So Matt Gaetz is acting the way that he is, and Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, go down the list. Obviously, they're behaving in the manner that they are. They're throwing all these wrenches in the works, and they want Kevin McCarthy to shut down the DOJ and the FBI, and that's, let's see, he's going to play the insanity card. That's not going to work with Trump. Well, Mike, I'm in Massachusetts. I'll have to look at that. Mike is saying that there is one military base in Massachusetts that's been converted to a federal prison, but it's a hospital unit. What's the name of it? Like, where is it? Massachusetts is not a big state. New England are all teeny tiny little states, not like the South or the West. So that's why they're doing this. They're trying to hold Kevin McCarthy hostage to concede, to promise that he will take down the DOJ. Ali Alexander claims he's going to reveal what criminal acts. Oh, that's a good question. I heard about that today. I was listening to Milu today when I heard that out. When I found that out. I heard that out. Hanscom. We'll have to get back to, you know, which military prison / hospital Trump would go to. Are they going to find out? Is Ali Alexander gonna sing? Did he claim that to a reporter? So Ali Alexander was a huge part of the insurrection. Kind of a loser. But if he's going to squeal on MTG, he has criminal acts that MTG did. This is what I'm going to ask. Inquiring mind. This is my pointer. Cheryl's always calling me Cousin Annette, and I can't figure out if we're cousins. I don't know if that's literal. Could be. We want to know, is Ali Alexander going to give up the dirt on Marjorie Taylor Greene? But before I ask that, I want to ask this. Was Marjorie Taylor Greene, for entertainment purposes only, was she connected at all to the pipe bombers? Was Marjorie Taylor Greene connected at all to the pipe bombers, including did she have an awareness of the pipe bombs? I'm getting no on that. Okay, so she, because I was curious about that. Because it was Marjorie Taylor Greene energy that I felt around the pipe bombs. Now, will Ali Alexander, I'm going to pull 3 cards, is he going to squeal on Marjorie Taylor Greene? It might lighten, his sentence, whatever it might be. Okay, he's thinking about it. Ali, did Marjorie Taylor Greene give tours? I'll ask that. This is Ali Alexander. He hasn't decided yet if he's going to give up the dirt on Marjorie Taylor Greene. The offer is going to, the plea deal will have to be big enough. And it looks, the 6 of Wands is like they are going to offer him. Right now he's on the fence. They are going to offer him a sweet deal if he tells them Marjorie Taylor Greene. And the 8 of Wands is fast moving action. Fast moving action. Yeah, I know about that, Glenn. The pipe bomber appears to be a woman, and so she has similar energy to Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's why I asked the question. But I've always gotten the person who planted the pipe bombs was associated with one of the extremist terrorist groups. Yes, Jackie Lynn, if you're just joining us, I had a long time ago, a year ago, kept getting a vision of Kevin McCarthy giving tours to the insurrectionists on January 5th. Unbelievable. I mean, we really need to tighten up our security. We really do. And I did hear today an interview with, I think it was a Capitol Police or somebody in law enforcement who said that they have beefed up quite a bit since January 6th. All right, good evening. Glad you're here. Yeah, Lisa's saying wow, but I'm not really sure what she's saying wow to, in reference to. In reference to Marjorie Taylor Greene being squealed on? Yeah. What's up with Santos? I have not read on George Santos yet. Can you believe that? The Psychic News Network has not read on George Santos yet, and I was laughing about that the other night with Corey because it's almost like rather than gravitate towards it, it's like he's a he almost doesn't exist. There's no substance there. But I'll do my best to read on George Santos. I'm going to do this. I think I did ask a question about it on Wednesday night. Is George Santos, is that his real name? Nice to have you, Paula. No, the George Santos is not his real name. I think there was a reporter that asked him that. Is that your real name? Is George Santos going to be sent to Brazil to face... Oh, yeah. He's going to be sent to... What do you call that? Of course, that's not his real name. I thought I would just check. Oh, that's it. He's going to have to go to Brazil. Look at that. Wow. This is about Santos. This is craziness. This is insanity. Extraditing. You call that... Is that... So, extradited to Brazil, is that the right word? Is George Santos even... Is he a United States citizen, like legally extradited? You guys are so smart. Is he a United States citizen? No. He doesn't act like one either. If he wasn't so messed up and such a heinous, dangerous liar, I would feel sorry for him. He's an alien. Thomas, are you talking about an alien from another country? Because that's what I'm talking about. Brazil's going over Santos because there was some kind of a robbery. He wrote a bad check and he ran. Like, to the tune of like around $1,000. Okay, let's ask this question. Was the George Santos persona created by Russia or other country to meddle in our democracy? I felt yes. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to ask somebody, just put it up there. Is George Santos a Russian plant? I think it's more complicated than that. I'm getting no. I did get that there was some money that got funneled in. Is George Santos a plant from another country, like a spy? Yeah, he's like a spy. You want to throw some country names out? You guys are funny. I was talking about Santos and Paula thought I was talking about her. He made a white power sign during the voting for McCarthy. He did. Yeah, I got that he's a U.S. citizen, right? Didn't I just get that he's a Is George Santos a United States citizen? Yes. Zimbabwe? Does George Santos have dual citizenship? Does he have dual citizenship? I'm getting a yes on that. We can ask more about that in a bit. We can switch topics for a minute. Saudi? I'll ask. I'm thinking South America. Does he have dual citizenship? Yeah, South America. Was he I guess you'd say maybe, was he like groomed by the Republican Party? That's kind of, that question's like, he's lived in Brazil. I get that he has dual citizenship and it looks like South America and the United States. Is it Brazil? No. Is it Colombia? No. Venezuela? None of those. You're leaving to Brazil in the morning. Wow, what a coincidence! What other countries are in South America? Is it Peru? No. Chile? Might be Chile. Well, see, what's happening, Glenna, is that we're, these foreign enemies are seeing, look at what happened on 9/11. I got Chile. Argentina? No, I got Chile. Venezuela? No, I think we got our answer. Ecuador? Yeah, it can't be both. I mean, it can't. It's Chile. It's what the pendulum said. He lies like a rug. Yeah. He is a plant. Is he a plant? Hang on. This pendulum got stuck on my back. Okay. Is he a plant of the Republicans? Did the Republicans plant him? Yes. He has dual citizenship for the U.S. and Brazil. But I was picking up on Chile. Brazil? Yeah. So I don't know if you can be citizens of... I don't know. I don't know this. Can you have trio citizenship? Let's look at a little bit about him. Green tea. I hear it's healthy. Oh, Ronald Jeffers gets right to the point. Who's going to be the new Speaker of the House? Thank you. The pendulum has been saying all along it's not going to be Kevin McCarthy. So if it turns out that it's Kevin McCarthy, I would say, because the pendulum reads the energy, I would say that means it will be short-lived. And it won't be substantial. Only dual citizenship. Okay, so this is about George Santos. Hang on. It's like I'm at a party and I'm trying to follow all the conversations. Why would Chile want him in our government? Well, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean it's connected to the government. It could be, you know, by way of, you know what I mean? Lurker for a year, and she came out of the woodwork. Cindy, for a year. Wow, you held out. He's from Brazil. Dual citizenship would be the U.S. citizen of. No. I wasn't saying he's a citizen of an entire continent. I was saying that it's someplace in South America. Yes, he wrote a fraudulent check in Brazil. Very complicated. See, this is the first time I've read on it. Oh, commercial break. We're still selling. My niece, who's an incredible artist, I'm sorry it's so tiny, but these are lunar calendars, and she painstakingly went through every month of the year and sketched it by hand, and you can get them on my website. They're $20. Free shipping. PsychicConnectedYon.com. Ronald, psychics don't like that question. He's saying, can I tell the lottery number for the Powerball? Thank you. If I didn't get the vibe that you're a nice person, I would, you know. George Santos is in bed with somebody, which is a business terminology. Yeah, he got in trouble for fraud, for check fraud in Brazil. Children of the United States service members born in Germany have dual citizenship and can have passports from both countries they're used to. Okay. He has a sister? Oh no, he wrote a fraudulent check to a store, I think it was, in Brazil. Anyway, he's in bed with someone. He's a fool, and it's going to be found out. And it's going to be found out. This is the Knight of Swords. This is justice coming for him. How long will George Santos have his seat? He's making a mockery. I mean, these people are making a mockery of our government. How long will George Santos have his seat? Will he last a month? Will he last 2 months? Huh. Give me the runaround. Did he get $750,000 from somewhere in South America? It looks like yes. He doesn't know what's going on. Of course he looked bored sitting there. Anyway, he's a fool. He's mentally ill too. He's a fool. He's a criminal. He's mentally ill. He's in bed with someone, which is a business terminology. No, he won't last too long in Congress. Knight of Swords. It just, I mean, the pendulum was just like, eh. It's almost like I said, I hadn't read on him because it's like he's there, but he's not there. He has a very expensive watch. Did somebody give him that yeah, that was given to him. That was given to him. Okie dokie, Schmokey, what next? I'm starting to feel like you guys are my dates. I have over 300 dates tonight. Hey Amanda, how are you been? Where you been? Join us on Tuesdays. Show some love. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, and thank you, Lisa, for being so astutely aware of the chat and everything. Yes, because it's Friday Night Live, right? Those are from Home Goods, my wicker lamps. I really like them too. That was the kind of find that it was like I thought about it. I gotta go back and get that lamp. Let's read the energy tonight. Okay, there is a military in Leavenworth military prison. Would be the only people designated to move him to hospital care will be the Secret Service. That could happen. Geminis make excellent business people. Gemini is the sign of the business person. That's a good question. Sorry, I'm not going to give you the Powerball. That's the reason that I sort of like snickered at when Ronald was saying what are the Powerball numbers? Is like, you know, when you've been doing readings as long as I have, that's like you've heard that question more times than you want to remember. Yeah, so Chuck, he was stealing a checkbook of an elderly gentleman, not Chuck, Santos, that he was caring for. Does that have anything to do with our current border problems? Oh, I'm not sure. No, it doesn't have to do with our current border problems. That's a very complex issue. Will Jeffries be Speaker of the House? You know what? I've been getting that Jeffries will be Speaker of the House. But you know what? In bed with Trump, Santos, yeah. Okay, a couple things going on here. I have been getting that Hakeem Jeffries will be Speaker of the House. I think we have to wait months before that would occur. Acting like you're on the phone when the reporters are asking you questions, that's a thing. That's what Ron Johnson did that too. Looked ridiculous. You work at Home Goods? Have you seen these lamps? It's not like I go there often. Yeah, the speaker stuff is embarrassing. Joe Biden said, happy birthday, Val. Guess it's Val's birthday. Happy birthday. Elenia is saying Walter Reed's hospital has a psychiatric wing. It would have to be like a prison. It would have to be like a prison. Let's look at what's going to happen tonight. Jack Smith will not hand out indictments during the voting, but I don't feel like it's going to be very much longer before indictments start being handed out. What's going to happen tonight is, are they going to reach a vote? No. I'm getting the word that Leavenworth is a military prison and hospital. There it is. Is it Leavenworth? Will Trump end up at Leavenworth, like a prison hospital type thing? I'm getting a yes. Judith Lauren has this prediction. Are you a psychic too? Steve Scalise, Speaker of the House for a short time, and then Jeffries gets in. What I'm sensing that Hakeem Jeffries becomes Speaker of the House. Not right away. Does Hakeem Jeffries become Speaker of the House? I get a yes on that. Somebody was saying, how can, 45, how can Trump not be wearing a suit? And somebody said, he'll be wearing an orange suit. Maria, you coming to my class tomorrow? Did you sign up? Sign up for my class. This is the law of attraction. You want to start the year off knowing the law of attraction. It's really important. It could change your life. There's a federal prison in Florida with a golf course? Really? Will the people that are causing a ruckus on the House floor, we know who they are. Will they be indicted? Yes. Hallelujah. Where's my bell? Yes, they'll be indicted. Not while they're on the House floor. What I got the other night, if you saw my Monday night video, I got that let me tell you what I got. That we were going to have, in the United States, we are going to have chaos for about 3 months. 12 weeks of chaos. Am I talking to you? I think I was talking to you, Amanda. What did I say? But it was a while ago. Warren's in the house! Warren's in the house! This is what we do on Wednesday night. Bridge Cape Ann, check it out. There will be an arrangement between Democrats and Republicans over the weekend to solve this statement. Did I say that? Yes, George Santos will be kicked out of Congress. I did get that. I did get that. It's funny. I don't remember half the things that I say. I'm channeling. Would Republicans really vote for Jeffries? No, here's what I think. They're going to be indicted. We're going to take a look at what's going to transpire tonight. It doesn't look like they'll have a conclusion. It doesn't look like they'll have a speaker tonight. I'm not seeing... I think they're all exhausted. What time is it? Almost 8:30? My videos on Friday nights are usually 90 minutes. What's Corey doing tonight? Well, maybe he's hanging out with his wife, relaxing. Oh, Amanda. Oh, okay. Sorry. I said our Law of Attraction class is tomorrow. Go to my website if you want to take the class. Yes, and I was touting to join Grassroots of Democracy. We have fun and we get a lot of work done. And we meet tomorrow too. Tonight, the priestess. The priestess is the unknown. That's about the unknown. So this is about tonight. The King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. That's interesting. I feel like that this is, by the end of the night, the Democrats are going to be looking like they're like angels. There's nothing wimpy about that. That their communication will be so clear and so sensible and so filled with light. So the priestess is a secret, so I don't think we'll know tonight. Are the planets in line for tonight? I don't know. I'm an astrologer. I'm not an astrologer, I meant to say. But I know that the moon is full and it's in Cancer, and it was full technically 3 hours ago. We had a full moon. And I started this video tonight just mentioning how emotional the day has been for all of us. I mean, I don't mean that I was crying or anything. I just mean like you know, with a friend of mine who was a psychologist for a while told me that on the anniversary date of a traumatic event, your body remembers how you felt. So there's that having a reaction to the date. It's like your brain, it jogs a memory of the brain of the traumatic event. So it was a very emotional day for America because, you know, like 9/11, we all feel that. So it was a very emotional day. And then watching the debacle on the House floor. Andy Horowitz says that Herschel Walker offers Kevin McCarthy $700 to abort his speaker bid. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Is that new? Is that breaking news? Yeah. Oh, okay. It has a name. It's called the Anniversary Reaction. Okay, so that's why I was saying it was a very emotional day, and our bodies have memories. Ronald had a very wonderful day, and he wishes everyone a beautiful day tomorrow. Ronald, you should take my class. PsychicConnectDion.com. Check it out. My assistant Terry, I don't see her in the chat. She might be lurking. She's done a fabulous job on my website. So please, I have too much going on to tell you all about it. Go to my website and you'll see. You cried today. Crying and tears are very detoxifying. Cancer, yeah, people that have a lot of cancer in their chart tend to be very emotional. They tend to wear their hearts on their sleeve. I know there's a gazillion questions I should be asking. But I'm going to wait for you guys to put up a question. Okay? I'm going to wait. I have my window wide open, so now I'm putting my socks on. I never watched Stranger Things. I probably should. Yeah, I didn't watch that ceremony today. I intend to watch it later. I know it was probably very moving. I think the intensity of the day kind of it's like when they're voting on the House floor, I can't really stay in the room, you know, the virtual room, because it's just too stressful. Yeah, I will watch it. Will the House raise the debt limit, okay, let's see, that's a good question. Your Venus is in Cancer. Yeah, this is very emotional. We have to honor our emotions. It's really important. Yeah, Miss Ruby and her daughter they needed to be, that was probably really healing for them. Miss Ruby and her daughter, who were poll workers, they were just helping. Will Jack Smith become the new head of DOJ? Oh, that's thinking ahead. I don't think he wants that job. I don't really get that. What will America look like 5 years from now? That's too far out. How come the dolphins are dying in the Black Sea? That's too emotional for me. I don't think I can read that. Speaking of emotions. Management walked off the chamber floor by Capitol Police. Lori, can you clarify what you're saying? Oh, are you... Lori, can you tell me what you're talking about? She's MGT walked off the chamber floor by Capitol Police with a question mark. On YouTube site, yeah, thank you. I'll look that up. I'll look up the ceremony today. Can't look at dolphins dying in the Black Sea because it's just like there's so much junk in the Black Sea. It's too sad. Yes, Jack Smith hired 2 top-notch prosecutors today who will know. Yeah, so we'll speed up the indictments. I did see that in the cards tonight. That was there. You're fighting for your life. Send Denise healing. All right, everybody, send Denise Claudette healing. She's fighting for her life. A good fare for healing your body? What? I don't understand what you mean by a good fare. You mean prayer? Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better and stronger and stronger. Send me an email, Denise, AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. I can get you into my class. Wink, wink. Okay? Special offer. Will she be walked off the chamber floor by Capitol Police? No, we had a meeting, Grassroots of Democracy, we had a meeting, we were discussing that last night, and we came to the conclusion that that's not like something that's done. But it could happen when they leave the Capitol building, right? Let's take a look at these insurrectionists that are on the House floor. Trying to, no, they are dismantling our government. That's their objective. Oh my goodness, what happened? Yes, 3 months of chaos. Well, what I mean... Amanda, what I mean is, it's going to be like this for about 3 months. The debt ceiling, thank you, Warren. I tend to forget. What's going to happen to the insurrectionists is going to be very, very emotional. The moon, this is a sign of Cancer. A lot's going on right now with these insurrectionists. Denise is feeling better. Okay, Gloria, you're saying I had enough of chaos. I'm going to remind you that you guys are so sweet. If you know anything about fascism, the technique of the fascists is to wear the people down, to make the people feel like there's no hope. Okay? Yeah, okay, Glenn, that's right. I'm going to get to that. Thanks for reminding me. The debt ceiling. We can't give up. What did I say? I was in the middle of doing a reading one day recently, and all of a sudden, it was during my show with Corey, and I said, we all have to find the Ukrainian within. We all have to find our inner Ukrainian. Okay? And appreciate what we have right now and not go all, wah. Fascist ways to get people to give up, to get wear them down, wear them down, wear them down. So we're not going to do that. Find your inner Ukrainian. They remember that. And it just popped into my head, so it was straight from the guides. I see a lot of women involved in the justice system, so there's a lot of women working, you know, kind of behind the scenes. I mean, I'm thinking there might be a lot of women in the DOJ. Never quit, never quit. Yeah, a lot of support for Ukraine. I'm not, you mean you're not giving up, Maria? Maria's not giving up. Slava Ukraine. Okay. And remember, you know, that we really do have to fight against the jerks. When you think about it, we can't be afraid of these little weasels. What's a good cure for PTSD? I think that tapping, look up the tapping solution. Inner Ukrainian. Look up the tapping solution. I'm a big advocate for tapping. It reduces cortisol and releases trauma. I would love it if the police handed out indictments as they would love it too if they could do that. If the police could hand out indictments to those insurrectionist troublemakers that are intentionally dismantling the government, they're succeeding at the moment. You know what I mean? Psilocybin for PTSD. Oh, really, Chuck? Ooh, that's interesting. Gabor Mate, I recommend him to everybody. And I recommend me because I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm not just working as a psychic. I have a lot of experience working with people that struggle with trauma. I'm not a licensed doctor or anything, but I just have a lot of success. EMDR, I'm not sure about EMDR. It's kind of like it works for some people, doesn't work for others. Yoga's perfect. A new Alzheimer's drug. I predicted that. Approved. Yeah, I predicted that. I think it was the last show or the show before with Corey. All right, now you're all helping each other in the chat, and now I forgot what I'm asking about. The debt ceiling. It turned into a therapy session. You're drumming now. Denise is drumming now. She went from feeling terrible to drumming. Excellent. EMDR, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things. It doesn't work for everybody. But tapping does. The debt ceiling. Now, the Republicans are against raising the debt ceiling. Let me just tell you, they don't even know what it freaking is. That's what we're dealing with. If that happened, if they didn't raise the debt ceiling, our whole entire country would fall apart. They're going to make it difficult. They're going to make it difficult. This is about raising the debt ceiling. They're going to make it difficult. This is a stalemate card. This is inflicting hurt, cruelty just for the sake of being cruel. They obstruct. Absolutely. Republicans don't govern, they obstruct. Thank you to all the wielders of the wrench. I appreciate it. This chat is a form of therapy. And my classes are kind of like group therapy too. Grassroots of Democracy, that's like group therapy too. It's true. If you're having stress and trauma about what's going on in America right now, come to Grassroots of Democracy. We'll help you feel better. It looks like they will shut down the government. And it looks like it's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. But then it's not going to work out so well for them. I'm the magician. We're going to be doing some magic tricks to get out of that. Seriously, if you're having trouble with trauma, just you know, you can do a consult with me for free. I'm here to help. See, I'm here to help. This is what we're doing every Friday night. Yeah, okay. The debt ceiling. Will we be held hostage by them not raising the debt ceiling? With the way things are right now. We won't be held hostage. Yeah, and won't that cost them the 2024 election? I think they're going to realize it. Gabor Mate is excellent. Isn't his book called The Hungry Ghost? Singing bowls are great. What's Helpy Helperton? You're welcome, Christina. I think I'm mutilating your name, sorry. Okay, so actually, it makes sense that it doesn't look like we'll end up in that trap of the debt ceiling not being raised. And it isn't until, this doesn't come around until September 30th. Acupuncture is excellent. Yeah. Gabor Mate, just speaking of trauma from childhood, he's a trauma expert. And Gabor Mate, he must be in his mid-70s. He, his mom, before he was even born, when he was in the womb, Gabor Mate's mother was escaping the Nazis. And I think his grandparents got killed by the Nazis. Oh, Glenn's Ace Ventura reference. I got lost. Lost in the chat. Happy Helperton? Helpy Helperton? I like it. I need to watch that. That's an old movie. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Yes. Oh, thank you. In the realm of Hungry Ghosts. Look at how informative this gathering is. How do you recommend with positive energy, not allowing negative energy to interrupt, but stay on a path of success and help others in healing? Attend my classes, Ronald. Really, I teach all that stuff. I come from the school of hard knocks. Will the House pass a new budget when the time comes? See, what I'm thinking, from what I'm picking up on, is I'm seeing a time that we kind of bounce back. I'll read about Dawn's energy tonight. I'll do that. Is our democracy going to bounce back this year? All right. I'm getting a yes. Now, the strong yes goes like, where? Okay. But I am getting, we will be saving our democracy. We all have to jump on board. We have to write to Joe Biden. We have to write to the DOJ. We do all these things in Grassroots of Democracy. PsychicAnnetteDion.com. Click on the menu in the upper right. It will say Grassroots of Democracy there. Oh, I just read on what's going to happen in the House tonight, and I forgot what I said. Thank you, Maria. Can't read on the Idaho person, but I did read about it, and I did a few weeks ago, and I saw him being caught. I saw him hiding in the woods, which I think I did read that he was hiding in the woods after I had said that. I read in the paper, some news, that he was hiding in the Poconos. Some topics are just too difficult to read. Let's see. Will a Republican win? I think it's too soon. I don't think the cards are going to tell me that. Oh, and Ronald Jeffers. If anybody... Oh, absolutely. Music is extremely healing. Anybody who is on my channel here, I'm 2 years into having a spiritual church. And it will really lift you up. Is Joe Biden's, it's funny, you must be reading my mind. Is Joe Biden's approval way higher than people say? He's going to be, his approval numbers are going to go way up. Way up. I love the way the Democrats are over there. Okay, we pass this to help the American people. We pass that to help the American people. We pass this to help the American people. And the Republicans are up there having a problem with that. Yeah, Biden will go down as one of the greatest presidents ever. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, how's Trump feeling tonight? Somebody wanted to know, and I did a question similar earlier. So let's see how he's feeling tonight. Crazy. Trump is really wiped out. I play music. That helps a lot. What was I saying? When I get really bummed, or, just reading the news. I mean, when the news is really, really depressing, I go sit at the piano and I play and sing. If you don't play an instrument, take lessons. You can learn a few simple chords on the guitar and sing a simple song, and if you don't want to sing for other people, you don't have to. Thank you, Roberta. Church of Spirituality is my church. It's really, really uplifting. I do my best. And it works. For a lot of people, including myself. I do it for me, really. Love is the answer. Love and music are the answer. Recorder, that's a good thing. It's hard to sing while you're playing the recorder. This is how Trump is feeling tonight. The Four of Swords. He's not feeling good physically. 3 chords and a story to tell. That's a Nashville kind of thing. This is how Trump is feeling. He's trying to fix things. This is also America building a case against him. You're back! Froxy Roxy is back. Let's hear it for Froxy Roxy. She came back. Oh, we just passed the 90-minute mark and I'm still here. You're not allowed to sing. You can sing alone if you want. Oh, I played the piano my whole life since I was young. Right now he seems to be taking a personal break. Who are you talking about? Amanda? Yes, I submitted a song to Playing for Change and they never called me back. It's called War is Blind. All my music is on my website too. I worked with people that work with Neil Young, so, that was pretty cool. So check out my songs it's all free. Was somebody feeling empathy for Trump not feeling well? Yes, what we did, because we have lots of meditation groups, we kept sending white light to the rallies to make them go away, and they went away. Did you notice that? Trump stopped having rallies, and he claimed he was going to run for president. He put his hat in the ring earlier than anybody else ever had. He claimed he's running for president, and then he stopped having rallies. Just think about that. And I heard he's getting to be quite the recluse. Yes, Ivanka and Jared will divorce. Oh, Brenda, you're joining my class tomorrow? Did you already sign up? If you sign up for all 4 classes in January, you get a $25 discount if you sign up by midnight tonight. Almost 500 in the chat. Thank you thanks for being here, you guys. And please hit the thumbs up. It helps me somehow, but I haven't figured out how. But I just heard that. Yes, Ronald, speaking of COVID, back March 2020, it was such a big, big deal. Obviously, we all know that, how horrible it was. And of course, I asked the guides. I was like, okay, let's talk, me and the guides. And people that have been following me for a while have heard this a few times. My guide said in March 2020, and I shared this many times, they said, Annette, there will be 1 million people dead before we get a handle on it. And we passed the 1 million mark last year. So tragically sad. And that COVID wouldn't be a thing of the past until January of, a year from now, January 2024. So Ronald's kind of new, so he hasn't seen me, heard me say that. Yes, Neil Young is married to Daryl Hannah. There's a great interview with him and Howard Stern on Sirius Radio. Really excellent. Joe G is saying, I'm never alone, I always have my shadow. Does anyone remember Grover on Sesame Street singing the Whenever I Am Alone, I Sing a Happy Tune, which is probably from a musical, right? Thank you, Glenn. Please hit the thumbs up button to help me. Oh, if you want to donate, I'm going to get a tip jar going next week. I have to work out some logistical things. But there's a donate button on my website, psychicannetdion.com, if you feel so inclined. Do you remember the Grover song? Yeah, running sloth, it's different from my view. It says 320 thumbs up. Thank you for being concerned. I don't know why you see a different number. He did a group thing. Are you talking about Gabor Mate? Okay, let's see. Well, we've passed the 90-minute mark, but I don't have any plans particularly. You guys are so sweet to keep an eye on the number of people here and the thumbs up. Thank you. Shall we wind down with a few questions? Lisa Sharp, thank you. One thing is for certain, I mean, this isn't really a psychic prediction, it's more of a message from the guides. We have never in our lifetimes been so strongly called to be loving and to be peaceful. It's required. Oh, phones don't update the thumbs up. That's interesting. We learn so much just using technology, don't we? When is Gaetz going to be indicted? I feel like it's going to be after all this hullabaloo that all this ruckus they're going to cause. I'll do the general, I'll do that. I'll do a general community cards reading. But I just want you to know, the message from the guides is, if you are loving, and I know you're all loving, because I talk to you every Friday night, and other times too, you know, during the show Wednesday night. Monday night I usually pre-record my video. It's just a little different energy, maybe a lot different energy when I do that, when I pre-record it. Anyway, we have to get together with our community. We have to get to know people in our communities. We have to help each other in our communities, because just doing that alone, getting involved, not hiding in a corner like a lot of people do. I'm not naming any names, but we really do have to highlight the love. I mean, look at Joe Biden. Yeah, I have the window wide open. Anyone who's new, there's a bar a couple doors down. They're always throwing bottles out on Friday nights. Every night, really. It means they're doing good business, so that's good. Where I live, we don't have franchises. We have, you know, mom and pop kind of places. So spread the love, share the love, be self-loving. I have a self-love class coming up February 11th, too. I have a pendulum class coming up the first Saturday in February. So every single Saturday, I'm offering a class on something. Help your neighbor, and understand that these people that are being so horrible, they are very sad people. I don't care how they look. Party at Annette's office. I could just go over there. I don't care how they look like. I mean, they need all that attention. Digital currency, no. I've always said no to digital currency. Long before that guy got busted. When you look at those Gaetz and the Marjorie Taylor Greenes and the Lauren Boeberts, they're very disturbed individuals, and the Trumps and the McCarthys and all. They are not, and Ted Cruz's, Josh, I can go on, right? They're not happy people. They're not happy people. No, a life coach, Christian lady. I'm just sort of trying to follow the chat here. Don't listen to the negativity, and actually forgive them, for they know not what they do. They are not happy people. Just keep being a wonderful person. Listen to Michael Moore. I really like Michael Moore. What were you wondering, Brazil? Oh, when is Matt Gaetz going down? I feel like after he gets in trouble for the insurrection. He was part of it. I have screenshots of the people to, if you want to take notes, these are the people to blast with white light and to bind them with white light so that they can't create any more harm. I'll just name a few, because these will stick in your mind. Andy Biggs, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Paul Gosar, Bob Good, he has the wrong last name, Byron Donald, Scott Perry, Andrew Clyde. Bind them with white light in your mind so they can stop doing all this harm. Really, this stuff works. So anyway, in my email that I sent today asking people to please pray and send white light to the house floor, I mentioned the football player. Is it Damar Hilmer? What's his last name? Anyway, Damar, who had a heart attack on the field. That kid would have died if so many people weren't praying for him. That is my psychic impression. Damar would have died if so many people weren't praying for him. So that's my psychic impression. What's Damar's last name? Hamlin? Come on, lurkers, hit the like button. The like button, I love it. Okay, what we'll do is we'll do 3 cards for the collective on this full moon in Cancer night. I've noticed that a lot of people tune in when it's a full moon or an equinox or something like that. Please subscribe to my channel. There's no obligation. And you won't even get a notification unless you hit the bell. So it won't hinder your life in any way if you subscribe to my channel. And it won't hinder your life in any way if you join Grassroots of Democracy or our meditation on Tuesdays, or if you watch Church of Spirituality. Just saying. 3 cards for the collective. Don't let it, in the words of Neil Young, don't let it bring you down. The cards for the collective. Don't watch it too much if it's upsetting you. Don't watch the news too much if it's upsetting you. Just meditate and send light to our government. Yes. Good job with the thumbs up. Oh, okay. He's in the University of Cincinnati Hospital. So my point I was making was I felt how many people were praying for Damar. So many. Yeah, Ronald, true. And all those people praying made a difference. He could have died right on the field, but people were praying like crazy. Hamill, thank you. Damar Hamill. So this weekend, the 4 of Swords is like, everybody take a break. Go for a big, nice, long walk. Do something good for yourself. Make a nice pot of soup, whatever. Hang out with friends. Because the Wheel of Fortune is turning in a new direction. So don't worry. The 9 of Pentacles, we've got this. We've got this. Oh, I have to watch the news. I definitely... Watching the news is part of my dharma. Is my life path. I have the Psychic News Network. So yeah, there are 352 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Also, the thing about Damar Hamlin is that I wasn't watching the game. My dad said he was watching the game, and it freaked him out. We've got this. To see how those teammates rallied, and they really wanted him to be okay, like from the depths of their souls. That is what we're after. I feel like it's interesting the way that all unfolded was like we got to see a display of unconditional love and real true caring and real true compassion and real true support. We needed to see that. We need to see, not that we need people to have heart attacks, I'm just saying we need more expressions of that kind of love and caring. Shall we end with a Chuck quote? It's perfectly obvious that the whole world is going to hell. The only possible chance that it might not is that we do not attempt to prevent it from doing so. It's up to us. Pray that Hakeem Jeffries wins. I have read on it and I have seen him winning. I think there'll be a delay. I think it's going to be 3 months of absolute chaos. And the 4 of Swords means just kind of hold it together and do things that feed your energy. Okay? I love you guys. Happy full moon. And I'll be back Sunday for Church of Spirituality. Occasionally I'll come back if there's a big news story. But Church of Spirituality is every Sunday live at 1, and you can always watch it afterwards. Namaste, love you, Patty. Sign up for our class if you want. I'll get you in. PsychicAnetDion.com. Please subscribe. Love you and see you soon. Bye. Thanks for all your help.